け翼。
世界の頂点に立つのは俺たちだ。これが俺たちの合体技、フルメタルファントムだ。
僕らは圧倒的強さで勝つ。必殺ハイスピードトルネードスカイアルファ。
Hi guys, welcome back to Tsubasa. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as usual. Finally, it's the finale banner for the 3rd anniversary campaign. So there are a total of 52 characters released during the course of this campaign, which is insane in many ways. We thank you for being patient with us and for your continued support for the channel as well. Anyways, we are here to discuss the Dreamfest Misaki and Santana. So let's kickstart this video. T.Ken. Taro Misaki, Blue Sky artist who led the Under-23 Japanese team to the main tournament, aims for his dream of a gold medal with Tsubasa in their golden duo. Misaki is a skilled-up Japanese attacking midfielder that plays for the Japan national team during the Rising Sun arc. Misaki is equipped with 4 hidden abilities, Bond plus 3% to all players with 6 or more Japanese players. The requirement for this bond is rather restrictive compared to Miguel and Rafael. Full power gauge up, 10% to full power gauge when Misaki scores, is a nice addition to the current meta since most teams play around full power to enable players with pedal to the metal. Stats handicap resistance, 2% reduction to debuff for his team. As we mentioned before, debuff reduction is becoming more crucial after Natureza and Alberto was released. Finally, skill block cancels up to 1 special skill block used against Misaki. This ensures that no one can deny Misaki from pulling off an aerial shot. As per Dreamfest standards, Misaki does not come with a new team skill. His passive, full body stand grants him a 20% special skill force bonus tied to how much stamina he has. The higher his stamina, the higher the bonus. 20% is a nice balance as Misaki will be less affected even if his stamina threshold falls below 50%. His main skill, High Speed Tornado Sky Alpha, is a top tier S-rank header that comes with an insane 545 momentum and it requires a massive 530 stamina per use. Do note that this amazing looking header requires Tsubasa, and unlike the expensive Fresh Raiju shot and Tsubasa Ultimate Skydive shot, which have 100% accuracy, his Sky Alpha only has a 95%, thus there's a chance that you can miss the goal even if you beat the keeper. Rather painful after spending all the stamina. His S-rank sub-skill, Triple S, Speed Slide Shot, is a 455 momentum shot that costs 420 stamina. Lastly, he is rounded up with a A-rank golden duo. Misaki's stats allocation looks fantastic with his offensive aspects, leading ahead 8.4k dribble, 8.6k pass and a 9.5k shot. It's not too far apart from Rafael, to be honest. He is defensively solid as well with both tackle and intercept above 7k. Although Misaki comes with a decent 1.1k stamina, it may become a problem for him since his main skill requires 530 stamina to execute. We feel that Misaki's main role is to score, so you should consider going with 25 shot speed, power, 21 pass and 4 technique. Misaki is further away from the goal most of the time, so the additional speed will help him get closer to the goal. We would like to highlight that utility build is not too far-fetched as Misaki has a good selection of S-rank skills and his defensive stats are decent as well. Misaki's in-match parameters shown includes our suggested limit break, assuming that Misaki gets the full 20% bonus from his passive, as Fresh Raiju shot hits a massive 92.3k force and as High Speed Tornado Sky Alpha reaches a staggering 95.8k. These figures are much more superior when compared with Miguel's no pressure shot, but do take note that it depreciates along with Misaki's stamina. If Misaki executes 1-2 first, as fresh Raiju shot is still over 88k force. Misaki has an A rank volley called double diving header, which might sound weak compared to the S skill. However, due to Misaki's low ball bonus, his A double diving header with full passive reaches 74.7k force. We suggest replacing Triple S with S Fresh Raiju shot for those who can meet its requirements, and replace his A Golden Duel with the S version. Finish off his build with S Artistic Dribble, available in the Dream Ball Exchange shop, and the S Overhead or Magnificent Intercept, or even A Magnificent Intercept EX depending on the access. His interception is unlikely to get utilized much, so it's more for auto interception enabled teams. For those using Misaki as a utility player, you should forego his shot for an S tackle of your choice and preferably the S interception instead of A Magnificent Interception EX. Skill type Japanese can be happy now as they finally gotten a character that can rival Super Dreamfest Tsubasa. When both of them are at their full passive, their strongest aerial shots are very close in momentum. Not only that, both their strongest aerial shot at full passive has the highest total momentum among all Dreamfest characters. But Misaki is held back by his passive as full body stance character will get weaker the more they use their stamina. In that aspect, Miguel is easier to use as his passive is linked to full power. To use Misaki to his full potential, you will need to carefully manage his stamina and not to use him too much defensively. As we predicted when Rising Sun Ishizaki was released, he can be used to make Misaki an even bigger threat with his hotline and his high baller hidden abilities. In a skill type Japanese and agility non-Japanese team, Misaki has no lack of high baller friends. Rising Sun Natureza, Schneider, and Levin can all provide high balls. So the whole skill Japanese and agility non-Japanese archetype seems to be built to help Misaki reach his full potential. Carlos Santana, Brazil's shining arrow, pushed his cooperative play to the utmost limit with the aim of victory, shocking the world with the full metal phantom he created along with Natureza. Santana is a toughness type Brazilian forward that plays for the Rising Sun Brazil national team. Santana comes with 4 hidden abilities that are rather similar to Misaki. Bond, plus 3% stats to all players with 6 or more non-Japanese players. Like the recently released Roberto and Matsuyama, Santana and Misaki are not meant to be played in the same team unless you don't mind losing one of the juicy 3% bonds. Full power gauge up, plus 10% to full power gauge when Santana scores. Stats handicap resistance, 2% reduction to the buff for his entire team. Lastly, Hotline grants him a 3% stat bonus for his next action when he receives a pass from Rival. Santana comes with the same type of team skill as Misaki and his passive is full body stand 20%, so we are not going to elaborate. His awesomely animated main skill Full Metal Phantom is capped at a staggering 545 momentum and requires a huge cost of 580 stamina. Similar to Misaki's header, this expensive shot also comes with only 95% goal judgment, so expect the ball to hit the post now and then, with a huge chunk of stamina depleted. His sub-skill is a S-Rank 1-2 Brazilian Golden Duel capped at 475 momentum, requiring 430 stamina and Natureza. Just like Misaki, Santana's stat spread is far more superior compared to other Dreamfest characters outside of the 3rd anniversary. This might be the new Dreamfest standard, but again, this is Super Dreamfest after all, so let's wait and see. Both his dribble and pass are above 8k, supported by ample respective physical stats to aid Santana in breaking through defenses. His shot is outstanding at 9.1k, backed by 7.7k power. His stamina pool is at 1188, not an issue in normal circumstances, but it's a different story for him as his main skill costs almost half of that, if you choose to use it outside of full power. We suggest going with an out-and-out attacking build, 25 shot power, 21 dribble, pass, 4 speed and technique. Santana has a decent speed, so we feel that 25 speed is optional and improving his dribble is the way to go. Santana's in-match parameters shown are inclusive of our suggested limit break, assuming that he starts fresh with full stamina. Full Metal Phantom hits a staggering 95k force, above Misaki's 92.3k fresh Raju shot and Miguel's 90.3k no pressure shot. As Brazilian duo at 73.2k force and as Santana hits 68.7k. Assuming that Santana executes a 1-2 to get himself close to the goal, Full Metal Phantom is extremely threatening at over 90k force. We suggest replacing A Santana turn with the S version available in the Dream Ball Exchange shop. Consider dropping him an S rolling arrow jumping overhead kick if you have a high baller in your team, and finish up his build with S flying cyborg interception or A rolling interception EX. His interception is unlikely to get utilized much, so it's more for auto interception enabled teams. For those that do not have someone in your team to provide high balls, you can consider giving him an additional S shot of your choice just in case Santana's main skill gets blocked by a special skill block. The toughness type non-Japanese team gets another extremely strong shooter after last month's Miguel, and becoming extremely offensive oriented. Now with Miguel, Santana and Dream Collection Natureza capable of scoring on all the goalkeepers in the game in the right conditions. Speaking of Dream Collection Natureza, this is the weakness for the Super Dreamfest Santana, as Natureza can only come in the second half. So either toughness type non-Japanese team has to use another type of Natureza like the Rising Sun Natureza to fully utilize Santana's best shot from first half, or Santana cannot use his best shot in the first half and will be only lethal in the second half when Natureza comes into play. I mean the Dream Collection one. Another small weakness with Santana is he does not have skill block cancel like Misaki and Miguel. Thus, in the worst case scenario, a skill blocker might block the skill you wanted to use. He does get a hotline from Rival as a hidden ability, which can be useful, as the Rising Sun Rival is a toughness type and also give 2% additional buff to Santana. For those without Rival, can actually use Miguel to pass Santana a ball, as Miguel grants him an additional 5% from the direct hotline. Okay, let's compare Santana and Misaki to the top meta player Miguel. Santana and Misaki are stronger than Miguel at full stamina, but weaker once their stamina lowers. Also, Miguel's passive is easier to use and can be activated at full power more times than them. Even Miguel's 3% bond is easier to activate. So it also feels that Caleb realized that the earlier bonds was too easy to activate and made the bonds for the following up Dream Collection and Dreamfest players harder to activate. As the anniversary comes to a close with a big bang, one thing is certain: if you want to stay competitive in PvP, you will most likely need Miguel, Misaki and Santana along with a 60% team skill and enough bonds. I would say it's around 20% bonds as a benchmark. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Continue to support us by hitting like, leaving a comment and hit subscribe button if you are new. Do check out the video description for other means to support us and the interesting facts that made this video possible, such as the web resources and the people involved. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and healthy. Bye bye.